It's recording. Mister, it's recording. شكلك
Right. Good morning, your servants. Thank you very much for waiting. Today we have a lesson on 4.2. This is lesson 2 of chapter 4. We are doing today the rates. Learning objective is to find and compare unit rates such as average speed and unit prices. This is what we're going to do today. So inshallah you will focus. At the end of the lesson, if you have any question, you can ask. Now, is it not, how do you know? Okay, so today, before we start, so you all open your books and start writing the date and also write down the title, please. Right. Okay, we done that?
Yes.
Okay, thanks very much. Okay, now, the key words today we are learning is rates and unit rates. What is the rate? Okay, the rate is for something happening, comparing, remember, two things and writing them as a fraction. Like for example, let me give you an example of how do we figure out rates. We use rates to check the currency rates. Like for example, we know Kuwaiti dinar is the highest price in the world. So if you are checking with another currencies, for example, 1 KB rate is at least $3. Okay, and when it comes to UK pound, it could be 2.5 KB. So that means 2.5 pounds. So that means Kuwaiti dinar is got higher rate than other currencies. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just use an example. So for example, there is a family, Kuwaiti family, want to go for a short trip. Okay, so they want to travel and stay in Saudi city of Dammam. So Dammam from Kuwait is 600, and this is just an example of 600 miles. So if you have 600 miles, so 600 miles, the family is planning to travel for 6 hours. So they have 6 hours before it's done that. So they have 6 hours. Now, the dad or the head of the family who's driving them there, he want to know or she want to know what is the average speed they should be going on. Okay? So this is the rate we need to find out. So in another word, we have to write it as a ratio. Remember the ratio is to compare two units. So what ratio we need to write down is 600 divided by 6 hours. So we need to divide into each other. So this is the ratio we will have. So we have 600 miles divided into 6 hours. So when we write down this, our main aim is to find out what is per hour. So this is like a fraction. This is the fraction and this is also the ratio. So we need to learn to simplify. Okay, we have already done that in last lesson. How do we simplify a ratio or a fraction? Obviously, as you can see, this is a fraction. What do we do to simplify? Yes, go ahead.
Divide.
We divide. What do we divide? That's the question. What do we divide?
Two numbers.
What do we divide?
600 miles and 6 hours will give us
So to simplify, we need to divide the same number to both. So what is the number that goes into 600 and also into 6?
100.
6 will be the one, right? So if we divide 6 to both sides, we can divide here by 6. Okay? And we can divide here by 6. Remember, our aim is to make the denominator into 1. So to make the denominator 1, the only number that we can divide is into 6, right? So remember, when we are simplifying fractions, we need to make the number simple and we need to divide the same number to both sides. So now we can divide here. So if we divide both sides, what is 600 divided by 6?
100.
100. So we will have on the top, we have 100 miles, right? And then on the denominator, what is 6 divided by 6?
186.
So that's going to be 1, and that's what we've been trying to get. Because we need to make the denominator 1.
Yeah.
So now we can find our answer. Our answer is going to be, the family have to be running 100 miles per hour. And this is how we write the unit price. So this will be 100 miles per hour. So this is how we write. Okay? So we will say this is the average speed of the family that they need to. Okay? They need this average speed. Does that make sense, boys?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So can you write down that? And then we will give another example, and then I will give you some worksheets. So let's call this example 1. Do you all understand that?
Yes.
Good. Do you have any question?
No.
Yes, Ali. Okay. So let's see the next. Which one, Ali? Which one? Okay. So do you understand we have 600 miles and we make it as a fraction by dividing the hourly. And then we remember we need to make the denominator 1. So the only number that we can divide into both of them is 6. So if we divide here by 6 and divide here by 6, we will get 100 miles divided by 1 hour, which is similar to 100 miles per hour. And this is the average speed. We call the average speed. So every 1 hour, they have to be going 100 miles if they have to reach there in 6 hours.
The old question we had to divide it by 6.
Exactly. As long as you are giving the ratio, you need to divide, not by 6, it could be different numbers. You look the number that goes into both of them. Okay? We will have another example, so that will make it easier to understand what is a different question. So let's have a look at example 2. So let's have another one. So example 2 is, so we need to write down example 2 so you can better understand. During an exercise, so let's write down, during an exercise. Okay, so during an exercise, Sonia heart beats. Sonia, so this is the lady. Heart beat. So her heart is beating. Remember, this is an exercise session. So her heart beats 675. 675. 675 times 675 times, okay, per in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. So remember, when you have in an exercise, your heart rate will go up. Obviously, if you are just sitting and doing not much, and the doctor or somebody check your pulse, it should be roughly about 90, or some people might be 100. But if you start to exercise, your heart rate will go up fast. So now Sonia is exercising, and then they measure her heart rate for the 5 minutes is running 675. So they'll be collecting the data for that. Now the question is, we need to find how many times that it beats per minute. How many times? How many times? Times how many times does it beat per minute? Okay? Remember, we've been given 5 minutes. Now we need to find out 1 minute. Again, what do we do, Ali? We divide. Exactly. So we write the ratio. So when we divide, we should have 675 times. So this is how many times it's beating. Divide into what? What should I divide, Ali? 5. 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Divide into 5 minutes. Okay, now how do we divide this? How do we divide this? Okay, we can use a long division. First of all, we need to think of a number that we can divide into both of them. And our aim is to make the denominator what? 1. Well done. Well done, Muhammad. We need to make the denominator 1. So to make the denominator 1, what number do we divide to both sides? Who will give me this? Go ahead. 5, of course. So if I divide here by 5, remember I'm trying to make it 1. I have to divide here by 5 as well. Are you with me, boys?
Yes.
Okay, so I know 5 divided by 5 will make it 1 minute, which is what we're looking for. We want the denominator to be 1 minute, right?
Yeah.
So this will be 1 minute. Right? And now, how do we divide 675 into 5? The best way to do it, use the long division. So how do we do the long division? So we need to write down 675 divided into 5. Okay? Are you with me, boys?
Yes.
So let's do this. So we'll start with the 5. How many 5s are in 6? 1. So we'll put the 1 here. 1 times 5? 5. We put the 5 here. And then what do I do now? Minus. Take away. So what is 6 take away 5? 1. So I'll put 1 here. Now what do I do?
Put the 7 down.
Bring down the 7. Thank you very much. So if I bring down the 7, I will get now 17. Are you with me, boys?
Yeah.
So how many 5 times 17?
2.
2?
3.
You should?
3.
3 will be closer because of 15, right? So we will say 3. So let's put 3 here.
1.
Are you following this, Muhammad?
Yeah.
So what is 3 times 5?
3 times 5 is 15.
15. So we put 15 here. And then again, what do? We minus it. What is 17 take away 15? 2. We do the 2 here now. Okay?
Yeah.
Now the last one we need to do is, what do we need to bring down?
5.
We bring down the 5 now. So the 5 will go here. So now we have 25.
Okay.
Now tell me how many 5 times 25?
5.
So we put 5 here. Is that?
175.
Okay. So 5 times 5 will be 25. When we minus this will be 0. As long as we reach here 0, our final answer will be 135. So we need to write down here 135. When you divide 675 into 5, it will be 135 times. So we can safely say Sonia's heart rate will be beating every minute 135. Or in another word, if we write short, we will say 135 times per minute. Okay? So this is the answer we are looking for. Okay? We've been asked how many times does it beat it per minute? 135 is the answer. Are you with me, boys?
Yes.
Good. Do you understand that? Yes. Okay, so now let's do some practice work. Those of you who are at home, I want you to open page 220, page 120. So open page, what number is it? 220. So page 220. I want you to open that, and then we need to do exercise 4.2. So exercise 4.2. I want you to practice this, right? And I want you to do from question 1 up to question 20, please. Just for practice. Remember the answers, some of the answers, the odd ones of the answers will be at the back of the book. So that will be really helpful to check your answers if you are at home. Those of you who are here, I want you to start now. I will give you the worksheets of the exercise, and I will come around and check with you, and we will go on with that. Now, before we finish it, can you all say subscribe, share, and like it, please?
Subscribe!
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.